And we're back. Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with a new review. Not really, new season. Married at First Sight, season 14, Boston, episode 1, called The Weddings Are Coming, The Weddings Are Coming. And it's really one wedding. The wedding is coming because we only got to see one wedding for the episode. 3 hours. 3 hours. I thought I was gonna be able to do it last night like I usually do the night of. But I was like, 3 hours? I came home a little late. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till today. And even then, fast forwarding through, it still took me about 3 hours to take all these damn notes. But I'm gonna try to summarize it because, we don't got time for that. So, the couples, okay, we got 10 people, 5 couples. Lindsay and Mark, Katina and Elijah, Noy and Steve, Jasmina and Michael, and Alyssa and Chris. So you know how they do. Uh Pretty much they gonna all tell their friends and family that they're getting married in 2 weeks. So we start off with Lindsay and Mark. Mark goes first, he tells his family and friends, and they seem happy for him. They were happy. And I'm just like, listen, Mark be looking a little serious. Them eyes be looking like this, like not like this. And I'm just like, he seems like a sweet guy. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, I don't know. He got 3 cats, and his eyes look like how cats' eyes be looking. So I'm just like, okay, he seems like a nice, sweet guy. So let's see how he could deal with Lindsay. But little backstory about him. His father passed away from cancer. His grandmother has dementia, and she's in a nursing home. His mom is in a rehab. So he's kind of, alone, and he takes care of his mom and grandma. So, he's looking for that wife that could, he could be with somebody since he got people, but he really don't because they not living at their own houses. They got situations going on. So probably a lot of stress for him, and he probably got cast because he don't got nobody else. But he's looking for that bride. We get to Lindsay. She's the wild card. She tells her people, her dad and her brother, that she's getting married, and they're happy for her. They're like, finally, good luck to the guy because he's gonna have to deal with a lot dealing with her because she just crazy, cray, in my personal opinion. Um, she was in a long-term relationship before, literally got proposed to and engaged to the guy 5 days before the wedding. He called it off, and that was a year ago. And I'm just like, so a year from that, you're getting married at first sight? Me personally, I think it's a little bit too soon to be getting married. Maybe, if you want to date again, hey, by all means, girl, do you. But to the point where you were about to marry this man, and now you are so quick to just jump into like a marriage. Like, I don't know how long the process is from application to actually marriage date. But to me, I feel like she already started looking for married at first sight, maybe 6 months like after the wedding break off or whatever. So I think that's a little too soon, in my personal opinion. But to each their own. And her parents are split, and she doesn't have a good relationship with her mother. She hasn't seen her mother in 3 years. Her parents divorced 4 years ago. So throughout this whole episode, I see that the fact that she doesn't have a relationship with her mother really affects her. But hopefully she could get over that, because I feel like it's gonna be something that is constantly brought up because the way that producers be doing nowadays, I feel like it's something that's gonna kind of be her storyline for the season. So I don't know. Lindsay, she seems cool for the most part. Like, if you want to go out hang out with somebody at school, but at the same time, knowing me and my personality, I do not handle sloppy drunks because I don't go out that much. I really don't. But I remember when I used to go out with like a coworker or whatever because it was her birthday, and sometimes she could get sloppy a little bit, but for the most part she's cool. And I'm just like, listen, I don't do that sloppy stuff because last thing I need is for you throwing up in my car. I do not do throw up whatsoever. So no. So Lindsay, she seems like the type of person, like, if you let her, she gonna get to the point where she gonna be end up puking in your car. And I don't know if I can handle that. She's just a little too much for me. But good luck to her and Mark. Mark, by the end of this episode, I'm like, yeah, sorry, Mark. That's what they could find for you. Sorry. You seem like a guy who would be able to handle it. If push comes to shove, but good luck. But anywho, we'll move on to Katina and Elijah. It's Elijah. Elijah tells his family and friends that he's getting married in 2 weeks. They're happy for him. And he lets us know that he used to be a cheater and a playboy, but he's not that person anymore. He used to go by the name Isaac, which is his middle name, but now he goes by Elijah. He's trying to change his ways to be the man he needs to be for his future bride. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not once a cheater, always a cheater, but I'm gonna keep looking at you with the side eye because the way you was acting in that bachelor party, I don't know, looks like you're not ready just yet, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt just because you Jeff T's friend. But Jeff T did Jeff T cheat on Shanice? I don't remember, but I'm looking at you with side eye. So anywho, he said he lost his dad at 16. Once again, like I said last season, there's a lot of losses this season as well, and it's just like, I'm not necessarily not trying to say I don't want to play the pity game, but at the same time, I don't want to, people to commingle off the fact that they both have losses, like that there are multiple losses, like how they connect. So that's sad. I apologize. My condolences to you, Elijah and everybody else in this season who's lost a loved one. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to stay too long on that topic. So he's close to his mom. He talked about he hopes he could get a girl that can love him or that he can love as much as he loves his mom. That's cute, whatever. But I guess one of his family members was like, what do you look for in a wife? And he pretty much said he wants a domestic wife. He wants to come home and have dinner ready on the table and whatnot. He didn't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. But, his sister-in-law was like, it's a 2x2 street. It's not just, your way or the highway. Like, it's both of you guys. Both people could cook and, figure that out. It's not just like, okay, this is what's going to happen. That's it. And then he's like, nah, man, she need to cook, man, because if she can't cook, that's a deal breaker. Because the sister-in-law was like, that can't be a deal breaker. And he's like, oh, yeah, it is. If she can't cook, that's not a wife. That's not a wife for him. And I'm just like, okay. Listen, I'm not saying there ain't no domestic wives out there, because me, personally, I love to cook. I love cooking. If I were to show you my bookshelf right next to the kitchen, I have so many cookbooks. I love to cook. However, when life gets busy, I don't cook. Sometimes I just be like, babe, like tonight, after I do this, I'm gonna go. Well, I'm not gonna go. My husband gonna go. I love you. He gonna go pick up something from fast food. I don't know. Sometimes we pick up from the restaurant, like a restaurant. So I love to cook too, but don't expect me to do that every day of the week, 7 days a week, 52 weeks. No, it's not happening. It's not happening because for me, I have OCD. I don't know. I think I am type A personality, so I like my things in order. So when I'm cooking, I like to plan, make sure I got all the ingredients and all that stuff. Like, no. So good luck to you, Elijah, however you pronounce your name. But good luck. And even his sister-in-law was saying in a confessional, like, pretty much good luck to his wife. She didn't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing, but girl, you're gonna have a lot to deal with Elijah Katina. We move on to Katina. She tells her peoples that she's getting married. She was cheated on multiple times, and she was just like, do I have side chick on my forehead? And my husband, because he watches it with me, he was just like, yes. And I'm just like, well, She talked about her past relationship and all that stuff, and she always ended up being a side chick. So you may not have it visibly on your forehead, but you gotta ask yourself, why are you having that side chick tendency vibe? I don't know. That's something you're gonna have to figure out and work on. Katina, pretty girl though. We move on to knowing Steve. Oh, thoughts on Elijah one? Like I said, looking at him with a side eye. Katina, she's cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She seemed like she's a nice gal and whatnot. So, I just hope she don't get her heart broken by Elijah one's ass. Cause whatever. But we get to annoying Steve. Steve tells his family that he's getting married in 2 weeks, of course, and he's the last of his family to get married, so this is something like really important to him. And the family was supportive. They seemed happy. He's fierce, free spirited, likes to travel. He got laid off, and ever since then, he was like, okay, I'm gonna take this time to just, I guess, focus on me, go to all these different places, landmarks and whatnot, and living out of his car and shit. And even his family was like, so you think she's gonna like the fact that you don't work? Like, what are you gonna say when she asks what you do for work? So he's gonna say that he does freelancing and whatnot. And it's like little gigs, but you're not really have like a legit job, full time job. So I think his sister in law, cousin, or something, female in his family, was like, yeah, I don't think she's gonna like the fact that you don't have a job. And she probably not. She probably not. I wouldn't. We getting married, like you want to get married, but you don't even have nothing stable enough. Like, why was he picked? I don't know, to be honest. Maybe just for the looks wise, because they look like they would be a good couple. Honestly, I do agree. Both of them side by side together, they look like they would be a good looking couple. But it's not all about just the looks. It's about how they're gonna, are they compatible? Because we're gonna get to know in a second. But I remember from the episode before when they was doing the when Kevin Frazier and the girls were, discussing who they think is gonna make it or break it or whatnot. And homegirl Nori was like, she needs a man. Well, I don't think she said she needs a man, but she wants a man to make 6 figures. And I'm just like, but I think Steve makes 2 figures, maybe 3 figures, at the most 4 figures. I don't know how much his little freelance work gets him, but it don't seem like it's 6 figures. So I'm sorry, Noi. I'm sorry. But his mom cries at the end because she was so happy and stuff. But we're gonna see how that works. Oh, and last thing about him, his parents was in an arranged marriage and it worked out for them. They still together, so that's what he wants. So that inspired him to want to, do this whole thing of married at first sight. Okay, we get to annoying her friends. She tells them that she's getting married in 2 weeks. They're happy for her. And she talks about her little alter ego. I don't know if she named her alter ego, but you just see her dancing with a wig on. And I'm just like, no, take this damn wig off, because this wig ain't working out for you. Please just stay in your natural hair and just be like, listen, when it's time to party, you can party. Ain't no need for all these damn alter egos. Come on, we don't need all these alter egos. Just be yourself. If the music is bumping, dance, that's fine. And show them what you're working with. You don't need no damn white little short bob wig that makes you look worse. That makes you look not worse. Look, somebody gonna come for me. They might not even put it in the comments because I don't get comments like that. But they might be like, girl, that's not nice. Okay, I'm sorry. Not worse, but you're not gonna look good like you look without the wig, because she don't look bad. She look good. Okay, she look like a better version of somebody I know personally in real life. Not in personal, in real life. But you don't need all that. Anywho, she wants, like I said, she wants a guy to make 6 figures. And the reason for that, because she did talk about that she grew up poor and stuff, so she don't want to go back to that lifestyle. So she would hope that he makes a good, decent amount of money. She didn't say this in this episode, but it was mentioned the last episode with Kevin Frazier and the girls. So, excuse me. She talks about her parents. They've been through a lot. They've been together for I don't know how long she said, but they've been together for a good amount of time. Been through so much shit. and they're still together. They worked it out, so she loves that, and she wants that type of love too. And she was crying to her friends and all that stuff, and hopefully she finds it. Don't know if she's gonna find it with Steve's freelancing ass, but hopefully, hopefully, I don't know. He can surprise me because sometimes these people be surprising me, but with the track record of last season and the season before, I don't know, girl. It's you may find him through him watching you on Lifetime, maybe. Anywho, we move on to Jasmina and Michael. Listen, Jasmina, this is what I'm talking about. Beautiful chocolate, okay? Literally the most beautiful. No offense. No offense to all the other. She's beautiful. The best looking female on this whole season. In my personal opinion, she's just beautiful chocolate. Got the nice, beautiful set of full lips. You know, everything. I like her hair always nice and just beautiful. Okay, she got a nice, cute little physique. She's beautiful. I love her. I got Michael. He's nice and built too. So hopefully they work out together. Uh, do I like Steve? He seems cool. Just get a job. Uh, and Noi, she seems nice and sweet. Just get rid of the wig. But yeah, Jasmina, she seems like she's nice personality. I like her personality. She seems cool, sweet, calm, cool, collected. We're gonna get to Michael also. He seems cool. He just too much in his head, and someone with that type, like the way he's acting this first episode, I'm just like, we're not gonna work because if I'm already like a worry wart, and like a nervous wreck, you being that, I can't be with you. I can't. So anywho, Jasmina tells her family that she's getting married, and her family's a little apprehensive, especially her mom. Backstory: she don't really f with her biological mama like that. Okay, her biological mama, and her daddy, they broke up. They didn't even really break up. The mama left. The mama done abandoned them. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the store for some milk and cigarettes. I'll be back." Never came back. That didn't really happen. But you get what I'm trying to say. The mom abandoned the damn children and the husband. Okay, she left, and so of course her daddy done moved on, got with a chick, and she loved her, and ever since then she called her stepmama her mom. But then the stepmama and then the stepmama and the dad, they didn't make it. They broke up and stuff. Daddy done moved to Jamaica and all that stuff. But Jasmina loved her stepmama so much that she asked her stepmama if she can adopt her and her sister. So the stepmama done adopt them. So ever since then, that's all she know her stepmama as, her actual mom. So that's cute. That whatever. And her mama looked beautiful. Look, the whole family. Okay, Jasmina. I thought Jasmina was the whole family looked beautiful. Okay, I'm just like, Jasmina, girl, yes. But anywho, um, she tells them the mom's just nervous because Jasmina's past with men, so she's just like, I don't know how this thing gonna really go. Like, I'm just sad. I don't know. Like, I'm just nervous. She's nervous. But Jasmina's just, you see a little. I seen the makeup that look like she shed a tear or two, and I'm like, Jasmina's gonna be okay, girl. It's gonna be okay, cause you will be fine. Just hope Michael ass learn how to calm the hell down. Listen, you gonna be fine, Jasmina. Please, girl. Like, it's gonna be okay. But I think that was it with her. I like her. You can already see who my favorite is already. We get to Michael. He tells his family he's getting married, his sisters, and then I guess he calls his brother. And they were happy. They were so excited for him. And he said he wants to have a big family because he came from a big family and he thought he would already have like at least one kid by now. Listen, the way you say how you is, Michael, you the reason why you don't got one kid by now. I don't want to hear you. You the reason because you overthinking too much in your damn head. Anywho, he calls his brother, and no, he calls his brother. Did he call his brother a friend? I think he called it one of his brother. He called his brother, and his brother was like, okay, he's happy for him, but at the same time, he got to put in the work too. He got to learn how to compromise. And I guess Michael talking about, that's new for him to compromise, nigga. So you always had your way or something? Are you the youngest or something? Like, to compromise, like simple. Michael, I don't know. I don't know if you right for our girl Jasmina, but we gonna find, we gonna see. I don't know. I But unfortunately, his father, his brother, his mother, and grandmother passed away. I'm just like, oh my goodness, here we go again, another season with so many losses. I don't like that. Like that's unfortunate, but that is life. Everybody, the older you get, the more you find people that have lost someone, and that's very unfortunate. I'm so sorry for you, Michael. But that does not excuse the fact that you can't compromise, and it seemed like you overthink too much in your head to the fact that you may ruin this with Jasmina. So you need to get it together, homeboy. Okay. But other than that, he seemed like a cool guy. He seemed like he could be a cool person to be a friend with, but as far as relationships, I do not know. I'm just gonna have to see how the season goes. We get to finally Alyssa and Chris. Alyssa. No, we're gonna go with Chris first because he's the one who goes first. He goes tells his mom that he's getting married. I guess first he tells her that like, oh, it's a reality show for his real estate or something like that. And when he finally sits down with her, he tells her the truth, like, ain't no nothing about no real estate. It's I'm getting married in 2 weeks. It's something for marriage. And she was kind of like shocked and confused and a little apprehensive. She was like, are you sure? Like this. So she asked the question like, what if she doesn't like you or something to that effect? And he was just like, good question, but he's ready for it. He's a disc golf nerd. There's nothing wrong with that. He likes to play disc golf. He said something about he was head of the league or something like that, like of the committee, something to that effect. Okay, and I'm just like, disc golf nerd. All right. Hey, listen, that's what gets your wheels turning and run. By all means, Christopher, by all means, good for you. But he seems kind. He seems sweet, like a sweet guy. Like I said, he just seems like he's a nerd. But there's nothing wrong with that. So we get to Alyssa. She tells her moms and friends that she's getting married. They're happy, I guess, because they kind of talk like this and like, are you sure? Like, is he gonna, you know, are you gonna have Penelope in the wedding? And Penelope's her pit bull dog, beautiful. Okay, beautiful black pit bull. Oh my gosh, I have a pit bull too. But beautiful dog, and I guess she at first she wasn't a country girl, but now she's a country girl or whatnot. So she was in a relationship for like 2 years. They went engagement shopping, but I guess one day she was cooking. Homeboy came home and was like, listen, it's over. Like it's done. I don't want this no more. So she was upset about that. Done broke it off with her out of the blue, but she's looking for love and all that stuff. You know what they always saying and talking about. So as for Alyssa, she seems cool. A little like I don't know, like a little I don't know about you, girl, because she talks like this, and all her friends like talk like this. But at the same time, she seems cool for the most part. It's only the first episode, so I gotta see the rest of the season. But I just feel like she's not gonna like what she see when she see Chris. Chris could probably gonna look at her like, oh yeah, she great. But she look like she gonna look at Chris and be like, I don't know. And did she get Botox on her lips? Cause it seemed like she get a little work done on her lips. I don't know. But we finally get to all the girls meeting up and then all the guys meeting up, and it goes back and forth. So my notes feel like it's all over the damn place. Um, Lindsay done told the girls that she gave the experts free range of what the guy can look like as long as he don't have baby teeth and a gut like a big belly. So the girls were looking like, oh my goodness, like that's bravery. They didn't say that, but like that's kind of how they were looking at her. Like, the men talk about their fears, whatever. The girls were talking about, like, Jasmine was talking about her stepmom, and Katina was talking about her mom and how they love them and stuff. So Lindsay gets a little emotional because of the fact she's jealous, the fact that they have good relationships with their moms and she doesn't have a good relationship with her mom. But then Jasmine had to tell her, like, look, my mom is actually my stepmom. What is, girl, talk. My biological mother I don't have a relationship with her. So, she cried a little bit, seemed like Lindsay gonna be the little emotional wreck of the season. Um, Side note, does she remind you kind of like not personality wise because she's all over the place, but she gives me like she could be a distant cousin to Brett of last season. Is that just me? I don't know. Okay, it don't matter. It don't matter. We move on back to the guys, and Michael said he's picky and he's that type of person who will find like a girl could be like so great, but he will find the one thing about her that's of like bad, and he'll be like, okay, I'm done with you. I don't want to do this no more. So it's like I'm just like, Michael, you're not helping my opinion of you from this first episode. Please get it together, okay? You you about to get married to the prettiest girl of season 14. I don't need you coming up in the relationship and doing all this. Michael, please. Get it together. Don't be doing this. Please. But the guys were kind of looking like, okay, you got little issues right there. And we move back onto the girls. Alyssa talking in confessional that she don't really like Lindsay like that because she talks too much, and Alyssa is more of like the quiet person. Even though they were talking about a lot about Noi being quiet, but I'm like, oh no, actually Alyssa's the one that's quiet. So she don't really like Lindsay because she's too talkative, too loud, and all that stuff. And I'm just like, I can feel you on that, Alyssa, because me personally, I'm not a loud person. If anything, I'm the most quiet in the room. Like, I don't know if I've said it before in any of my reviews, but I'm more of a one-on-one type of person. In a group setting, I'm not going to talk because I'm not going to try to fight to try to overtalk somebody. I'm going to let someone else do the thing. You can talk all you want because I'm going to stay over here in my corner and just observe. So for me to get the most like interaction of talking, I need a one-on-one. Maybe three. Like three of us talking, but for the most part, more of a one-on-one. Could give both of each other undivided attention and talk and discuss, not just with my marriage, but just in like friendships and stuff. I'm a one-on-one type of person. So anywho, what else done happened? They were talking about, of course, having sex on the first night. For the most part, people were like, the vibes there, Of course, it's gonna happen. Mark made a joke about like, if we do it that night, that's great, 8 weeks, baby, here comes baby, decision day. I laughed at that. I thought it was funny. But Elijah Wan, I keep just want to say Elijah Wan said he's not focused on really on the sexual relationship right about now because that's all he's ever done. So I guess he wants to take it slow. And I'm just like, we'll see if that actually happens. Elijah Wan, we gonna see. Once again, I'm side-eyeing you. We gonna see. But then I guess the girls been on Noi having sex first or on the wedding night. I'm just like, okay, whatever, we'll see. But we'll move on. Mark and Lindsay, they go wedding attire shopping. And the dress that Lindsay chooses is cute. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, ooh, girl, it needs to be altered a little bit because your boobs are just all over the place in that dress. But Lindsay friends were talking while she was getting dressed. And I don't even know why I put this in my comments, but I was just like, why the friend doesn't say this? Because she was like, oh, I hope her husband got like big balls. And I guess that's when Lindsay's daddy done walked in. And they made it seem like it was so dramatic. And I'm just like, producers, you know what you're doing in this moment. Because I'm pretty sure she wasn't talking about like his penis big balls, like the balls underneath his penis. I'm pretty sure she was talking about like guts and whatnot, bravery or something, to that effect. I put it in the notes anyway. But I'm just like, producers really, like, yes, you got me a little bit. But at the same time, it's like, it's not what it was. Like, you're doing the most. But anywho, we move on to Mark, and the outfit that he chooses is nice and classy, casket sharp. I love it. Looks very good. Mark, you did a great, fantastic, wonderful job on that suit. I love it. And he gets a little emotional because I guess they said his mom doesn't have too much time to live. Maybe within that next year, she might pass. So him getting married and being able to introduce her to his, wife before she passes would mean the world to him. So I thought that was very sweet and cute. We move on to Jasmina and Michael. They go wedding attire shopping. And once again, like I said, I don't know, this might be biased because I just love Jasmina already. The dress she chooses, I'm like, this is beautiful. This fits you. The first one she put on, I was just like, it's okay. It only works for you, girl, because you look good. But I'm just like, I don't know. But the second one she chooses is like a nice, sleek. I don't know if it was silk, but it was just like a nice, simple white dress, and it looked great on her. It was fitted and on. She just beautiful. She can make anything work, to be honest. But so I liked it. The mom cried a little bit. Then all the other girls started crying. Jasmine was like, you ain't gonna have me crying on TV. I don't know, that's right, because last thing you gonna have me doing is crying on camera. Yes, exactly. I feel, Jasmine, I feel you. But at that moment, I was just like, the whole family beautiful. Like her sister, I think, not the younger one, but the older one that's probably like around Jasmina's age. I'm like, y'all look alike. We know y'all sisters. Y'all got both like the same shape of lips and all that stuff and whatnot. We move on to, that was all for her. We move on to Michael. He goes with his sisters and a friend to get his suit. He wanted a maroon or burgundy. It's like almost the same thing because it's different. He never seen people did that before, and I liked his suits. However, it did need to, in my personal opinion, I feel like it needs to be altered and tailored a little bit to be more snug and fitted on him. I feel like if he gets a snug and fitted suit, it'll look great on him. But he's going in the right direction. It just needs to be a little singed up a little bit, and I feel like it'll look great on him. But he's happy, and he just says he wishes his mom and grandma could be there. He got his sisters crying and whatnot. He getting a little teary-eyed. His friend getting a little teary-eyed and stuff. I'm like, Michael, don't be doing this right now, okay? We trying to listen, bro. You don't even know, bro, what you got in store for you in this moment. I'm like, bro, nah, you wouldn't even know. Your mama and grandma probably like, oh yeah, I know that's right, son. You better get her. Anywho, I'm excited to see how. I hope Jasmina don't hurt my heart this season and make me not like her. But fingers crossed. So we get to the bachelor and bachelorette parties. Hot ass mess, okay? Alyssa said no to the shots because all the ladies took shots, and she was like, no, she didn't want to do no shots. Lindsay is definitely wild and a drunk, in my personal opinion. And she talks, she when she get drunk, she talks more than she talks when she's sober. And she talks a lot when she's sober, so that says a lot. Talking about, she wonders which of the husbands she slept with. And I'm just like, do you be out like that, Jasmine? Like, what did you getting at here? I was just like, girl, this is not cute. We like, once again, it goes back and forth between the girls and the guys, and Elijah said he loves strippers. He's in his element, in his habitat, dancing with the strippers, having their asses on his face, probably licking some asses and whatnot, and just doing all types of shit. All the guys are looking at him like, even his friends was asking him what he hopes for in a wife, and he's just like, oh, he hopes he could bring his wife to the strip club to be like, hey girl, hey babe, go slap that girl's ass. And then on the other side we get to Katina. She's just like, because they was asking about dildos and sex toys, and Katina was like, she don't do no sex toys like that. And Lindsay was like, are you serious? Come on. And she's just like, no, I don't do no sex toys. I'm not freaky like that. And I think they're gonna pick me someone that's not freaky. And we just looking at Elijah at the strip club like, girl, I don't know, girl. He's he's a little freaky. He may act cordial in the beginning, but when the time comes to knock boots, girl, we're gonna see if you guys can compromise on that. Something that Michael's ass needs to learn how to do before he run away Jasmina. I'm sorry I'm bringing them up. I'm just excited to see how Jasmina is this season. I hope she won't let me down. Okay. But we move on, and like I said, Elijah, he drunk. Alyssa's quiet and stays to herself. Lindsay was talking about she likes 95% of the girls, and she names all the girls and what she likes about them. But when it gets to Alyssa, she don't remember Alyssa's name. It's just like, who's the last one? I don't even know. She's just so quiet. She's forgettable. She didn't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. But Alyssa, she hopes that her husband isn't a party boy, and because she's more reserved. And from what they show when they go back over to the guys, Chris seems like he's the reserved guy, and because they show a stripper just slapping her ass on Mark's lap. Like, if there was no clothes, you would think she riding his peen. So Chris was talking about Christopher, because I want to say Christopher because he seems so proper and like reserved. Christopher was just like, see that I wouldn't want to do that with a stripper. I would want my wife to do that to me, but so he wasn't even doing nothing. I'm like, okay, Chris, I like you. Christopher, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Let's hope Alyssa appreciates that, because I feel like because Alyssa talks like this, I don't know if she's gonna like like what she sees at the altar. I don't know. That I'm a little nervous for Christopher. But hopefully they can make it work. Hopefully she likes what she sees. We'll see. But hopefully they match. So we get to the day before the wedding. Excuse me. You can see how excited I am. But we get to the day before the wedding, and everyone is talking with their family and friends about their nervous and anxious. You know how they usually do. Then we get to the video cams of what they hope for their marriage and whatnot. They talking to their wives and husband, all that stuff. Then we get to the wedding day, and Lindsay and Mark are the first to go. So Mark calls his mom an hour before the wedding, and I don't know if his mom was just not into it and just not in a good mood or whatever the case is, but she kind of seemed different from when he first told her he was getting married, to the point where he was telling her he's getting married in an hour. And she kind of seemed like she really didn't care, and she was just like, are you really going through with this? Like, okay, I mean, I guess if this was like, she didn't say that, but that's the vibe she was giving. Like, why are you doing this? Like, this is stupid. And she didn't even say I love you on the phone, and he felt some type of way. And of course, you see him get a little emotional, but he was trying to stay strong. I assume for like his friends and the camera and stuff. But I'm just like, Mark, I feel for you, bro. Like, that's just stay strong, bro. Stay strong, because you're gonna have a lot to unpack with Lindsay's ass. Lindsay, she excited. Her daddy bring her their flower and whatnot. And I'm looking at her and I'm looking at the dress. I'm like, so you didn't get this dress altered? Not. I don't even think it's even that. I just look at her and I'm just like, you really didn't put a bra on. Because Lindsay, you got boobs. It's there's some girls who could pull off not wearing a bra. I am not one of them. For the most part. Let me be honest with you. For the most part, if I'm going to work and stuff, I'm putting a bra on. But if I'm going to the grocery store and stuff, it's a hit or miss. That's being honest. I can't pull off the no bra look, especially for like a wedding. There's some girls who got like upright boobs. It could work. Lindsay's not one of them, and I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, Lindsay, I don't know about this girl. I do not. But she did it anyway. She get on the limo ride to the venue. She get drunk and she drinking bottles of champagne and she get to the venue drunk AF, sloppy drunk. The producers was like, you got your wedding vows, you ready to go? And she's just like, oh no, I don't know. And literally goes like this, guys. Literally goes like that and takes her dress, like almost like as if she's taking her whole dress off. Like, if it wasn't for probably the producers, I don't know if they blurred it. I don't remember, because I wasn't, I don't remember. But like literally about to show her breastises to us, about to flash us and shit. I'm like, Lindsay, what are you doing right now? Like this, like it wasn't even to the point where it was funny. I'm just looking at her like, Lindsay, what are you doing? And I'm just like, she leaning Leon, shout out to the people who know about dormtainment, but leaning Leon's ass. And I'm just like, Lindsay, what is going on? Drinking damn Coke or whatever and belching worse than my husband. And he belches loud. I love you, babe. But I'm just like, Lindsay, this is not cute, girl. Like, you acted worse than Virginia's ass, and that says a lot. It's Virginia from season 11. 12. No, oh, sorry. Ooh, that's so disrespectful. Disrespectful for season 11, New Orleans. That's so disrespectful. Season 12, Atlanta. You had the worse than Virginia's ass. But she does get herself together and, walks down the aisle with her dad. They have the wedding ceremony. It goes well. It seems like they hit it off well, her and Mark. And, they kiss and it seemed like it goes well. We get to them after the wedding when it comes back from commercial break for dramatic effect. They talk and it seems to go off okay in the beginning, but then she just starts. Excuse me. My goodness. I'm sorry. She just starts talking. Mark is just looking like, okay, he got a lot to deal with, huh? And he was talking to the confessional, but when he finished talking to the confessional, she looks laid on the bench, and I feel like Mark was just a little overwhelmed. He seemed scared, but they started talking about pets and that he got pets, and then she's just like, I hope. No, she said something. He was like, "Are you allergic to them?" Yeah, she's like, "I'm allergic to the ones I have now," and then he was just like, "Oh," because she was like, "You seem a little." Hesitant to say like that you have pets and like what pets do you have? He's like, he has cats. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, how many? He's like 3. And she's like, oh my gosh, no, you guys. I love cats. I'm like, you're so drunk. And she's like, she has 2. So that's like 5 damn cats in the house. And then she's just like, she's gonna have to get rid of her 2 because he already got 3 cats. And I'm just like, that's sweet of you and everything, girl, but I don't know about all that. If you really love your cats, I'm just like, is just the drunk you talking, or you really trying to get rid of your damn cats? How long you had them for you to be like, okay, I'm getting rid of them, girl? Hot ass mess. But I guess he was talking about like he sacrificed changing his schedule and stuff so he could be there with his wife in the evenings and whatnot. I'm like, that's very sweet of you, Mark. Lindsay seemed like she crazy. I hope you could handle somebody like her, because if not, listen, you may be the Jacob of this season. Whereas, like, if it doesn't work out, you're gonna have a list of ladies waiting for you after the season. Um, so like I said, Lindsay allergic to cats. That's the last thing I put on my notes. That was it. That was episode 1. That was 3 damn hours. I did not think I was gonna get to 42 minutes, but surprisingly, I did. Who's gonna make it? I have to see all the weddings first. I have to see how the interaction is. So far, Lindsay and Mark, I don't think they're gonna make it. I'm sorry, I don't. We're gonna see with the other folk couples. Thank you for watching. We're gonna see what happens next week. I'm about to clean the stuff, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Please let me know what you think. My love and bias for Jasmine is going hard on this one. We will see. Hopefully she don't mess it up for me. Okay. Fingers crossed. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.